One with nature. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Show no mercy! Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
ओके 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 ओके। अभी आवाज आ रहा है क्या भाई? हेलो 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 भाई, आवाज आ रहा है क्या? तीन क्या है इसका? वो नहीं, इसका नहीं।
When the sun's out, bathe in
हेलो 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 अरे
in moonlight.
इसको दिक्कत होगा। हेलो 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 हेलो। आवाज ठीक ठाक आ रहा है क्या भाई? अभी आवाज नहीं आ रहा था, मैं ही सोचू क्या हो गया इसे।
Silly
अरे
Billy
भाई सॉरी फॉर द इशू, सॉरी फॉर द इशू गाइस। वेलकम टू न्यू लाइव स्ट्रीम एवरीवन। गुड आफ्टरनून भाई, गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। यो अरे नियन भाई, यो गुड आफ्टरनून नियन भाई, हरविंद भाई। यो ब्रो, गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग, ओके गुड इवनिंग ब्रो, गुड इवनिंग। कैसे हो भाई, क्या हाल चाल सभी का? क्या हाल चाल भाई सभी का? चलो ओके। चलो भाई, अभी आवाज ठीक ठाक आ रहा है क्या भाई? एक बार बताना यार, आवाज ठीक ठाक आ रहा है कि नहीं? मेरा आवाज सही से आ रहा है कि नहीं भाई? अभी तो आना चाहिए आवाज। पता नहीं। हाँ ठीक है। चलो भाई, क्या है ये वाला क्वेश्चन? ठीक है, ठीक है। ओके ओके ओके। नया इवेंट आया है क्या? अच्छा, नया इवेंट आया है, नया वाला इवेंट आया है। ठीक है, ओके, बढ़िया। ये वाला गिफ्ट, न्यू इवेंट इज हियर। और कुछ और एक का कुछ इधर से क्या दे रहा था, ये क्या है? कंप्लीट द क्वेस्ट। हाँ, इधर क्वेस्ट है, क्या बोल रहा है? चलो देखते हैं।
Huh? With the wind. That's quite a crowd over there. Is someone... Uh, hi everyone. I'm Sansa, and I'm a... All goes quiet on Star Snatch Cliff. High in the trees. No whiff of the wind. No sign of the birds. No flapping of wings. Then it goes... Pause! Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I'm making a complete mess of this. I didn't get tongue-tied at all on the 42nd time, or the 90th time. So why can't I get it right now? The 42nd and 90th time?
हेलो
Yep.
हेलो हेलो
I
हेलो
rehearsed
ब्रो,
this a
आवाज आ रहा है
hundred
क्या भाई?
times to try and perfect my performance. So, this is my 101st time playing this song. But my first time performing it live. I really thought it would go well this time. But nope, I blew it. Right. That amount of practice should have been more than enough. If it still isn't... Actually, the Traveler here has loads of experience with performing music. And, Paimon can give... Aw, that's so kind of you. Just things I jot down after each practice. Stuff to watch out for, areas to improve on, etc. Oh! Whoa! This is denser than the encyclopedias in the Mondstadt Library! Well, my parents always hoped I'd become a scholar, so they made me take classes in all of those things. Well, I'm all ears. Where do you think I'm going wrong? Have I misunderstood some core principles of music theory? Paimon never knew being a bard was such hard work. The tone-deaf bard, and still his singing and lyre playing always sound really great. Unless he's actually been practicing. Venti! Ah! Tone-deaf bard, where did you come from? Well, Paimon sure has... A whoosh? So it must have been a cat that stole the leaf, right? And with your allergies, you can't exactly go... I can help too, Venti. Your music and, after we find it, Sorry, I know I shouldn't spring that on you. I was just worried if I stayed quiet now, I might be too shy to ask later and... Wow, really? Okay, I'll just grab my... Wait, where's my notebook? Oh, it's right here. Huh? But then, why did her performance... I guess I just lack that natural talent. Let me think. Maybe it was a sense of yearning. Back when my parents forced me to stay in my room and study, I'd always hear this bard. His wonderful melodies and beautiful voice were like a soft breeze that stirred... Yeah, that's it. I wanted to be free and happy just like him. And like him, I wanted to share that joy with the whole... But I get so nervous when I'm performing in front of a crowd. I try to mitigate that by doing plenty of practice to make sure nothing goes wrong. What? But... Exactly. If you really want to share freedom and joy with the world, first you need to be the freest... So, I've got to be my freest, happiest self in order to share that with others. Yeah! In that case, Paimon will be the audience. Paimon? That was my first ever successful performance in front of a crowd. For once, I didn't stumble over my words. Oh, I'm so happy. Once the music started, it felt like I became one with the wind. I could roam freely. The audience definitely felt it too. Look, even that cat came to check out the show. Wait, a cat? Oh, Charcoal! So it was you! I'm sorry, that's my neighbor's cat. Whenever I'm rehearsing, it always comes to sit... What was that in its mouth? Was it the leaf with Venti's poem? Charcoal! That belongs to Venti. It's very important to him. You've helped me so much. I feel bad that I have no way to repay you. Gone like the wind. I can hardly believe I got a personal lesson from Venti himself. I must find time to thank him properly. I can't offer much, but why don't you take this songbook? It's from back when I was dead. Oh, and as well as tunes. I also collected all kinds of instruments. You're welcome to try them out anytime you want. It'll be awesome! We'll definitely take you up. Silly. It's been a few days since the battle. Hopefully the tribes are getting back to normal. The fly. We might be able to help them out. Return to the skies! Rise like smoke! Wait, isn't that Yansa? Wonder what she's doing here.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
All right,
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed. What? My back! I knew I should have trained harder.
Anson! We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't. Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Get to work!
You're here, Ian-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon.
Cold. I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done. We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as
नियन
physical
भाई
repercussions.
वेलकम
I've
ब्रो
never
वेलकम
seen
टू
the
स्ट्रीम
effects
गुड
this
इवनिंग
heightened
भाई गुड इवनिंग
before,
6 बजे बोल
but
के साढ़े
maybe the
6 पे आया
Sultanth
अरे
was
थोड़ा
just too
बाहर गए
powerful.
थे हम इसीलिए आने में देर हो गया भाई सॉरी भाई
What's that?
क्या हालचाल बोलो नियन भाई क्या हालचाल
It's the
कैसे हो
abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient
मेरा
legends,
आवाज आ रहा है
we
क्या नियन भाई
decided to call
स्ट्रीम
it
पे मेरा आवाज आ रहा है कि नहीं भाई
Kasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True, it poses no
मैं तो
threat to us
बढ़िया
now,
अरे आपका
but
काम वाम
whatever
कैसा चल
wound it
रहा है
inflicted on these warriors still
काम वाम कैसा चल रहा है
endures.
भाई हाँ आ
We
रहा है
scoured
ओके
all
ओके
sorts
भाई
of
ओके
records
ओके
for a solution, but nothing
थैंक
came
यू
of
फॉर
it.
कन्फर्मिंग ब्रो थैंक
There
यू
was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try!
काम तो बढ़िया चल रहा है अरे भाई बढ़िया बढ़िया अरे आप बेंगलोर काम की वजह से गए हो या फिर मतलब कुछ अलग काम है आपको
It didn't work?
That must mean
भाई क्या हो
purifying
गया
the abyssal power within them still isn't enough.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like
मॉल
this
से
forever?
मिलने साथ बोलूं तो
Come back here,
अरे
Vegeta!
अरे 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 अरे
Don't leave
बढ़िया
them!
नियन भाई बढ़िया
We beat
साला सेठ
Kasoithoth!
हो रहे हो सेठ हो
They
रहे हो
survived the
सगाई
battle!
कब है
Are
फिर
we
सगाई
really
कब है
just gonna
भाई
sit
और
back
काम
and
भी था
watch
थोड़ा
them lose
अच्छा
their
अच्छा अच्छा
lives?
अच्छा समझ गया भाई समझ गया
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
सगाई तो अभी टाइम है बहुत अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, अभी टाइम है सगाई अभी घूम रहे हो अभी भाभी के साथ घूम रहे हो समझ पा रहे हैं आप नियन भाई अब आपका आपका हम सीन समझ रहे हैं अभी भाभी के साथ घूम ले रहे हो बढ़िया है घूम अभी तो होटल में हूँ ओके ओके तो आप स्ट्रीम पे क्या कर रहे हो आपका काम करो स्ट्रीम पे क्या कर रहे हो काम करो काम करो अपना
incoming!
अभी 10 मिनट बाद बात लेने जाऊंगा अभी 10 मिनट बाद बात लेने जाऊंगा देन बाहर घूमूंगा ओह अच्छा 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 ठीक है
It's so
बढ़िया भाई बढ़िया
cold.
घूमो घूमो
I wanna go home.
काम काम अभी थोड़ी होता है वो 12 बजे ही है। भाई ठीक है आज तो भाई आप सोच रहे हैं कि एक डिस्कॉर्ड कॉल रखेंगे 12 बजे नियन भाई
Huh?
आप भी आ जाना नियन भाई आप भी आ जाना भाई
Light underwater.
भाई
Where is
बहुत
it
सारा
coming
पीमो
from?
चाहिए रे, अभी अभी फार्म करना पड़ेगा, बहुत सारा पीमो चाहिए भाई।
Is someone there? Please save me. No, no, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
मौविका का वेपन भी निकालना है भाई। ऐसे
No,
में स्टूडेंट
please.
ऐसे में
Just
स्टूडेंट
leave
वीजा
me.
निकालने का ट्राई कर
Duarte.
रहा हूँ। अच्छा,
Oh no, it's
हाँ
not
स्टूडेंट
worth
वीजा
it
निकाल लो,
anymore.
मतलब उससे आपका अच्छा होगा, आपको अगर इंटरनेशनल ट्रेवल्स करना है तो आपको ये हो जाएगा, इजी हो जाएगा। बट बहुत पैसा लग रहा है। अच्छा, स्टूडेंट वीजा में तो ऐसा है, मतलब बहुत पैसा नहीं लगता भाई, स्टूडेंट वीजा में तो पैसा ज्यादा नहीं लगता है, ऐसे मतलब नॉर्मल वीजा में पैसा ज्यादा लगता है। स्टूडेंट के लिए तो भाई मेरे मेरे को जितना पता है कि थोड़ा बहुत भाई ये होता है, स्टूडेंट डिस्काउंट जो होता है वो होता है, मतलब कम लगता है पैसा बहुत।
My friend, is he
देखना
any
पड़ेगा
better?
फिर। हाँ हाँ, देखो देखो, मतलब अगर समझ लो, जैसे कि हमारा जो जो लोग भाई बीटेक वीटेक करता है वो लोग स्टूडेंट
Duarte.
है, तो उन लोग भाई पहले
Oh,
पहले
yeah, I
जब
remember.
स्टूडेंट रहता है तभी उन लोगों का
Duarte
वीजा
was
हो
the name
जाता है,
of Otoko's
वीजा अप्लाई
surrogate
करके रखते
companion.
हैं अगर
Otoko almost
इंटरनेशनल
drowned as a
कहीं
child, and Duarte was the one who
जॉब
saved
करना
him.
हो तो इसीलिए बोल
He
रहा था,
dove
मतलब
deep into
होता है
the water
स्टूडेंट
and used
वीजा में,
all his
मतलब
strength
बहुत
to
कम
carry
पैसा लगता है,
Otoko back
स्टूडेंट
to the
डिस्काउंट होता है
surface.
कुछ।
It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
बट बोल रहा है 6 महीने वहां ही रहना
Well,
पड़ता
you see,
पड़ता है,
Duarte died 4 years
फिर
ago
आ
during an
सकता है
Abyss
वापस।
invasion. He was
6 महीना
helping
वहीं
evacuate
ही
injured
रहना
warriors from
पड़ता
the
है
front
फिर
lines, but
अच्छा।
fell to an ambush.
ऐसा होता है क्या, पता नहीं, मतलब ऐसा तो कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, पता नहीं भाई, अभी देख लो अभी, आपको देखना पड़ेगा,
Wait,
मैंने तो अभी वीजा अप्लाई नहीं किया,
wasn't
मेरे को नहीं पता अभी।
You're right. Duarte didn't have many
हाय
distinguishing
हाय
features.
हाय इसी क्लॉक बड़ी, हाय
I don't
हाय
think
हाय,
he ever
हेलो
stood
हेलो
out
हेलो
next to the
हेलो।
others.
गुड इवनिंग ब्रो, गुड इवनिंग, गुड इवनिंग, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम, कैसे हो भाई, क्या हाल चाल। मेरा फ्रेंड है वो गई है, ओह अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, जो समझ गया। ठीक है, उनसे पूछ लो कि उनका उनका अगर कंडीशन यही थी। अच्छा, मतलब ये 6, क्या बोल रहे थे, 6 महीने वहीं रहना पड़ता है। अच्छा, ये कंडीशन तो भाई मेरे को भी पता नहीं है। मेरे को भी पता नहीं है अभी ये वाला कंडीशन।
No
अरे
problem.
भाई ये
See,
इयान सन का वॉइस उड़ा दिया भाई इन लोगों ने, भाई क्या गेम का ये क्या हो गया है भाई। आर्कॉन को इसमें वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है। फिर से पूछ लूंगा, हाँ पूछ लो पूछ लो पूछ लो, मतलब स्टूडेंट वीजा में
shut up,
डिस्काउंट होता है ये मेरे को पता
return
है।
to the skies.
मतलब नहीं तो
I'm
भाई कोई
tired
स्टूडेंट अप्लाई
already.
नहीं कर सकता, ऐसा सीन हो जाता। स्टूडेंट वीजा में डिस्काउंट होता है, बट अगर बाकी का कोई कंडीशन वंडीशन है तो मेरे को पता नहीं है भाई अभी वो। ऊपर ही जाना है, ऊपर ही जाना है, हाँ ऊपर ही जाना है। ओहो, नाइस। कहाँ है कोको शर्ट, चलो अब तो उड़ना है। हाँ, ये क्या हुआ, ऊपर जाना था। अच्छा, इससे ही बात करना है क्या भाई, अरे दल्ला।
We're back. How are you feeling?
अब तो उसका सिम कार्ड भी चेंज हो गया
Duarte.
होगा। अरे यार, आप ये कर लो, क्या बोलते हैं, आपको होता है ना, क्या बोलते हैं, वीजा अप्लाई करने के लिए उधर उन लोगों से कुछ बात कर लो कि क्या क्या टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है, वो देख लो, या फिर ऑनलाइन भी देख सकते हो आप।
How
ये वॉइस
how
एक्टर
did you
की
get here?
वॉइस
Aren't you
एक्टर
here to
की
save me?
स्ट्राइक है ओनली होयो का गेम में ही है। अच्छा इसीलिए भाई देखो, आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट में भाई नहीं चल रहा भाई, बाकी का क्वेस्ट में नहीं चलता ठीक है, बट ये आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट में नहीं हो रहा।
Ah, that hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's something in the water.
The story is so boring, man. भाई अभी तो ये आर्कन क्वेस्ट करना है भाई हमको ये चाहिए ला लेट आउट है वो
You sense it, don't you? Still.
हाँ वही तो है मेन
Hearing you
स्टोरी
make
में
that
ही
noise
वॉइस नहीं दे
reminds me
रहा
of
हाँ
our
वही
first
बात
two
भाई
battles
साइड स्टोरी
together.
में एक दो जगह ऐसा
That
है
was
तो
such a little
चलेगा
thing back
बट
then.
आर्कन क्वेस्ट में भाई ऐसा हो जाता
I
है तो
also
भाई
had no idea what I was
और
doing.
ये वाला आर्कन क्वेस्ट अच्छा था ना ना अच्छा ये वाला नहीं इसका पहले वाला अच्छा था और नया वाला बहुत अच्छा है चलो ये दोनों भाई ये तो करना ही पड़ेगा इस स्टेज से जाना ही पड़ेगा नहीं
Carry
तो
me out
नेक्स्ट
of here
नेक्स्ट स्टेज में
just
नहीं
like
जाने देगा
last
ये लोग
time. Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save. Once we're out of here, let's split it. We're almost at the surface. People.
आ गया सेल्स में
No.
आ गया ये सेल्स में आ रहा है सेल्स में आ रहा है इसके बाद वाला भी अच्छा है अच्छा स्किप करके कर लो ये क्वेस्ट में बग ही है पूरा हाँ वही स्किप ही कर रहा है
Duarte!
थोड़ा बहुत स्टोरी दिख रहा था
Wait, you're not Duarte.
थोड़ा ही कर रहा हूँ
How
बाकी
did I
का
get
स्किप
here?
ही कर रहा हूँ मेरा ऑटोमेटिक ही
Who are
ऑन
you
रहेगा
people?
अच्छा ऐसे हो रहा है उसका दिमाग खराब
Toko!
इसका
This
दिमाग में
can't
एक
be.
घूसा मारो ठीक हो जाएगा
What's
दिमाग भाई
going
इसका
on?
ठिकाने आ
All
जाएगा
I remember is the battle against the abyss, and then I was drowning.
क्या सीन भी नहीं है इसमें अच्छा ये वाला इसका पिछले वर्षन का है ना ये वाला पिछले वर्षन का जो आया
You
था
went
वो
through
वाला
all
आर्कन
that for
क्वेस्ट है
me? Thank you.
Incoming!
अब पूछ के जाना पड़ेगा बट वो नहीं है वो दिख नहीं रहा भाग गया उसको लेकर
Take me up!
हाँ चलो चल मैं चला मिलते कल ठीक है भाई टाटा भाई बाय बाय घूम लो भाई एंजॉय कर लो भाई कल मिलते हैं डेफिनेटली भाई चलो
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me. It's no use. It'll just come back. It will devour everyone.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense.
Ion-san, I heard you cured a Toko? I'm so relieved. I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. Ion-san, do you believe there are... Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating. She became a completely different person after that. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her.
How can we help her?
Quali?
Huh? Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get...
Family? If Quali goes to battle, I can't let that happen! But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a Gogeta. Fight it!
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled and I dispatched a team to clear them out. So most of them should be...
There's no turning back.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting... Return to the skies! Incoming! Take me up! Ha!
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible, but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what.
Stay away from my brother! Oh, help her out!
I can do this. I have to do this.
One with nature.
Go away!
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes. No. Wait. What am I saying?
She's back to norm, Kuchita!
What just... That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting strong.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to... I finally feel like myself again. I think I'll rest here for a bit.
I'll keep you company.
Hatoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess she really can do the impossible.
Koichi, give me a hand first.
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw, so we only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control of... Whoa, you're right. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but... Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking. You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe...
Ian-san! Bad news! What are you doing, Oko Land? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Careful! He's not himself!
Hokotlan!
Fulfill our pact!
Into the wind.
You think we're Abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe!
Get to work!
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Light of the blazing sun!
Mom, Dad, oh God, this is my final battle!
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep...
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back! Look, Oko Land! That's your father! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine. Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
from the other two, it's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
Oh, Coatlan.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice, it's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst. It's either your end or hurry! He's away!
Please, give him the draft. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so hard to protect.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the abyss took...
It's all right, my boy. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank...
Just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Mauvika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land, and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished. They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some, in order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for it. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war...
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace. And that is why my work is not...
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions...
Wait. Like, Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to...
Natlan must pay the price for Mauvika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only... Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean. The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best of luck to you all.
So in the end, the captain... He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so... tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Rev the engines! Try and stop me!
Sure took your sweet time! Wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, Kaholaha, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll... Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here! Reunited at last. I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers.
Ah, just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some—
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Huh. To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient... you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, okay. The progress looks good.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something?
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so all right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the trap. Your words will be recorded and become a part...
Nope.
All right, then, sister...
Hold on.
Oh, right, I am... Traveler, Paimon.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what...
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if it's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People...
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the traveler, so she has to make up some excuse. So basically, you want us to leave...
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see St. Lolly's reaction back there? But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in... You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the
But Paimon's not from that...
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a traveler's companion, your contributions are... Sorry, traveler. I just need to borrow... Paimon gave us a lot, whew, and I mean a lot of information.
Well, we've been to 6.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Mauvika, and Natlan as a whole can...
We just got a message from Mauvika. She says to meet her at the Speaker's Chamber tomorrow. Does that mean your ancient name is ready to be forged? Let's get some good rest today. We need to be at our best for this special moment.
Try and stop me! Coming! Let's ride!
अरे हेलो 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 दिव्यास भाई, गुड इवनिंग दिव्यास भाई, क्या हाल चाल कैसे हो? कैसे हो रहे भाई? बढ़िया बढ़िया, आप बोलो। अरे हम भी बढ़िया है।
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, The flames of war continue to rage. Stay strong, my... One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
और दिव्यास भाई आपका प्रिपरेशन कैसा चल रहा है एग्जाम का? I haven't finished the quest. मैं अभी अभी स्टार्ट किया हूँ भाई, मैं अभी अभी स्टार्ट किया हूँ आर्कन क्वेस्ट। नहीं तो मेरा 500 पीमो चला जाएगा। 500 पीमो चाहिए भाई, मोविका का वेपन में पुल करना है मेरे को।
Did you have a nightmare? Paimon could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the
ये
final
2
battle?
दिन हुआ कुछ नहीं पड़ा। अच्छा कब है एग्जाम भाई आपका? कब है एग्जाम दिव्यास भाई?
Just shake it off.
कोड ऑफ रिजर्वेशन चलो। मोविका लेके मोविका से मिलने जाएंगे। यार ये दल्ला साला है, कहीं भी चला जाता है इसका गाड़ी। मोविका लेके मोविका से मिलेंगे। कहाँ है मोविका? कहाँ है? ऊपर है ऊपर। ऊपर है क्या? ऊपर। हाँ। अटक रहा है तो उधर जाना होगा।
Rev the engine!
कहाँ जाना है? अंदर जाना था क्या? हम ऊपर आके जाता।
Try and stop me!
Coming!
चलो भाई ये तुम्हें चलते हैं। चलो यार
Let's ride!
लेट्स राइड। हाँ नीचे गिर जा तल्ले, नीचे गिर जा तल्ले भाई। आ गया मोविका के पास। लो अभी डिस्कशन चालू।
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to
कब है
forge the
एग्जाम?
veil.
अरे कल ही
You
है
want
भाई,
to
कल
push
ही
back the
एग्जाम है
plan?
भाई, कल ही एग्जाम।
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to.
Don't worry. We should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now.
आपका एग्जाम कब है? आपका एग्जाम कब है?
Lolly are here too! Hello!
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for 2 reasons. First, there's the
सुनना
Traveler's
बाकी
ancient
है,
name,
पूरा
which is ready to...
सिलेबस बाकी है, ये स्ट्रीम करने के बाद पढ़ने बैठेंगे।
The device the Lord of the Night
भाई
gave us?
Perfect. Could I take a look?
देख ले देख ले, ये ले देख ले।
Well, it looks good. Usually the first step in forging an ancient name is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since still, I've never used something like this before.
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of...
That brings me to the
बोर्ड
second
एग्जाम है
matter.
या
As
नॉर्मल
you already
एग्जाम?
know, once
यूनिवर्सिटी
your
का
ancient
एग्जाम
name
है
is
भाई, फाइनल
complete,
एग्जाम है ये।
we need to venture into the deepest
फाइनल
part
एग्जाम
of
है,
the Lake
यूनिवर्सिटी का
Kingdom.
फाइनल एग्जाम है भाई।
That will happen in 3
नहीं
days'
पता।
time.
फॉर्म भी ओपन नहीं हुआ। अच्छा अच्छा, अभी फॉर्म ओपन है, फिर तो भाई लेट होगा एग्जाम को आपका। फिर तो भाई आपके पास टाइम है भाई।
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought. This plan could save countless lives. Paimon and
चलो
That's right. And as long as we win, the Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories, where all in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The sacred flame will connect us to their fighting spirit. We will do what. So if you want to contribute, just cheer us on, alongside all the people of Natlan. For the traveler, I'm sure your words of encouragement.
The most important? Really? That's right! Overcoming dangers side by side, just like always! Alright, it's decided.
ईमेल आहू
Cheer the loudest out of
एग्जाम ने एग्जाम नहीं पढ़ना क्या लाइव आ रहे हो
less about volume and
एग्जाम
more
छोड़
about
दिया
mental
पढ़ना
focus.
छोड़ दिया लाइव आ गया आप लोगों से बातें करना आ गया इसके बाद पढ़ने ही बैठना है
Of
वैसा
course, this all
छोटा सा
depends
एक
on your
लाइव स्ट्रीम
success.
करेंगे उसके
Otherwise,
बाद
the
पढ़ने ही
traveler will not
बैठेंगे
join
वैसे भी
me. That is the
और गुड
condition.
आफ्टरनून बड़ी गुड आफ्टरनून कैसे हो भाई कैसे हो क्या हाल चाल
I
भाई
swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not.
There's no time to lose.
All right, everyone.
Let's go.
When we meet again, it will be to deliver the ancient name.
Good luck, you two!
कितना बाकी है अब
What should we do in the
हाँ
meantime?
मैसेज डिलीट हो रहा है भाई
Still rebuilding, so is there
एक बार पढ़ा भाई मैसेज डिलीट हो क्या
From
कर
what
रहे
I've
हो भाई
heard,
मैसेज
the
डिलीट
two of
मत
you have
करो रे
helped
भाई
more than enough. You should take a. Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry.
Exactly! We can't take a break. We're adventurers. We still have a long journey ahead of us and so many places to go.
I see. This final battle is extremely important. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan.
Oh!
I just learned, actually. I hear it take. It could be anything, though. What I really enjoy is the process of. Of course, that's only when I.
So that's how you relax.
ओके
All right.
So, if Mauvika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means... Oh, hello!
अरे ये लोग आ गए सब छोटे बच्चे लोग आ गए सब
Other than our plan almost falling through, the preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't... Well, if you... Details! Anyway, come on. Hold on. Tell us what's going on first. Oh, yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast. All you... Ooh, I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart's content. Of course, there's not just meat, but also all kinds of fruit, vegetables, desserts, drinks. That sounds amazing! We're in! Well, the best adventurers know how to go with the flow, right? Plus, it sounds like this feast is in your honor. If you don't show up, it's our fault for not telling you earlier. So it's okay if you can't make it. Still, if you're not busy, we'd really like you to be there. It'll be super fun! Yes, let's go with...
चलो भाई खाने चलते हैं पाइमन को भूख लग गई भाई
Isn't she painting? Is that okay? It's not like we prepared anything fancy. Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the Archon after all. Maybe it's not our plick, but we might as well extend the invitation. Then who's gonna be the... All of us, of course.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the spring.
Ah, I see. This is...
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for saving me from the...
That was my duty. Besides, it's all in the... Although, this feast does...
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand bank. I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting for me to eat first.
Oh, yeah,
Don't worry. I'll jump in if that happens.
No need. I can take care of it. I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but now there's something more interesting to do.
Then let's go together. The main
अरे यो अंत भाई गुड नून अंत भाई गुड आफ्टरनून वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम क्या हाल चाल है अंत भाई कैसे हो चलो भाई हाँ कहाँ जाना है पीपल ऑफ द स्प्रिंग के पास ना चलो पीपल ऑफ द स्प्रिंग यो आ गया लो बाइक लेके घुसा दिया अंदर करके भाई किनीच का भी आवाज नहीं आ रहा भाई किनीच का भी नहीं आवाज आ रहा है भाई यानसन का भी नहीं आ रहा क्या आर्कन क्वेस्ट करे भाई ये दल्ला भाई
Then again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the Archon? What are you?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going on?
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would come. But the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
अरे
That's our
भाई तो भाई कहाँ चले गया मेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा क्या
You're saying everyone's here because of us? Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread all over Nutland. Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of people are here just to thank you, or wish you good luck. Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many people wanted to see you. Yeah, Mauvika and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve a celebration. Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party.
No need to go to all that trouble. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing we need.
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always Auntie Atea's job. Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head. Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better? Oh.
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize. So I decided to attend in her memory.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up. Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her with tears. Parties like this were her specialty. But now, it's up to us to carry on her legacy. So we can't let her down. Believe me, she has high standards.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh, Chief Amina and our guests of honor excluded. Wait, you don't have to
Amina, you mentioned something about a surplus of supplies. I may have a solution. First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but you're no longer accepting donations. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated.
I'll get on it right away. Amazing plan, Mauvika. It was clear, concise, and organized.
I don't mind increasing the size of the gathering, I just didn't want it to be because of me. My approach to problem solving is always the same. Different solutions lead to different outcomes. The method may change, but the...
Whoa. Hana feels like she... Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes the preparations?
Sounds good. A casual stroll can be hard to come...
भाई इनसे क्या ही बात करे भाई, इनका भी वॉइस नहीं आ रहा, इसका भी भाई क्या ही आर्कन क्वेश्चन। सबका वॉइस आ रहा है, येल्सन का वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है, हमारा किनीज का वॉइस नहीं आ रहा।
I heard about your efforts. It's more effective to have a focused task force, and the worst is over, so it should be fun. I'll be in touch with next steps. I just need you to compile all existing patient records to ease the transition.
Wow, that's so...
Coming! Incoming!
Nothing. We're just taking a look around. Oh.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just ask... The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and Saurians were dragged in...
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives. So let me know if you need extra help, Kanich. Understood.
Oh, Mother Granny, Archon. I swear, I've been on my best behavior recently.
Paimon knows it's just how you talk, but you've gotta realize...
I am curious, though.
No, I don't have a reason to follow him anymore. So my life is back to normal. Well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom. The ley lines are...
We plan on bringing that to an end.
I know. You and other Granny, right? You're going to become great heroes. And the most I can do is...
Oh, you know how to do that?
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. I can never see... We commemorate the deeds of others as a form of inspiration. But rather than waiting for someone else to be inspired, isn't it faster to just take things into your own...
Well, there are always things we can...
I wouldn't phrase it quite. Time will give you an answer. I know how you feel, Auroron. I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to prove myself, I miss it sometimes. Maybe you'll...
You're saying I need to live in the present? Thank you, Archon.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later, too.
Chaska?
Hello, Archon.
Oh, does it look...
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water put...
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only offer a few simple condolences.
हाँ क्या हुआ रे आदित्य भाई आवाज नहीं आ रहा क्या आपको हेलो हेलो आदित्य भाई आवाज आ रहा है कि नहीं भाई आपको
I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I'll never be able to replace Koichi. But I will do everything in my power to...
That's exactly what your mother's worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss... In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
पहले मेरे को लगा कि नहीं आ रही है बट आ रही है हाँ अच्छा 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 भाई नहीं हम तो बात कर रहे थे आप जब पहले आए आपको बोला भाई कैसे हो क्या हालचाल आपने कोई रिप्लाई नहीं दिया यार ऑप्शनल अपडेट चालू भी नहीं हुआ कौन बाचा रहेगा भाई have a chat with Kachina and Mulani. Kachina and Mulani कहाँ है मगर Kachina Mulani कहाँ है अच्छा इधर है सही दिशा में जा रहा है कि नहीं हाँ बोलो अरे अभी तो फालतू है हाँ मतलब भाई क्या फालतू है अरे रेस्ट कर लो डायरेक्ट अच्छा 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 अरे नहीं मैं कॉन्वर्सेशन करने आ गया रेस्ट करना ही चाहिए था चलो ठीक है ये कर लेता हूँ उसके बाद रेस्ट कर लूंगा ठीक है बात कर लेते आ गया
Great, now we can't use any of this ice. Hey, this is
Kachina, a How is on the run. Help me.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta help with that. As usual, a How brings chaos wherever he goes.
बात का अच्छा है ऐसा अच्छा है चलो चलो
Leave
ये
this to
लेस्ट
me,
कर लेते हैं
Kachina.
चलो अरे यार कौन चला गया अभी
Who dares lay a hand on the
I got him, Mualani.
Expert, a How wrangling Archon? Thank you.
You shall utter our name with more reverence, or we shall. Some Dragon Lord you are if you need your servant to protect.
A How ruined an entire bucket of ice. We have others, but still, that was not.
Seems like you could use some extra hands around here.
What? The almighty Dragon Lord.
I wasn't asking.
Understood. How? You have to learn to be good at some point.
Well, hop to it. There's a pile of vegetables with your name on it. You need to wash every leaf.
Help! Someone save me!
Rev the engines!
Coming!
Let's ride!
अरे तो भाई आपका ये वाला अर्पण क्वेस्ट हो गया खत्म पूरा इस बार सन का
So full. I'm practically a
What's that?
creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture?
Oh, it sounds so cute. Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and I'll... Wow, she must have been a great...
Wait, now that you I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self. Brave, and I've never had a dream that felt so real.
So it was.
Wait, you've had dreams too?
It wasn't just them. Some of the Gramps and Granny. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. It's why they never asked anything. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Io. Io's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so I set up a tent near his home so I could be there for him. And I was so happy. In the dream, Io seemed like his normal. In real life, Io is still struggling. He barely sleeps or eats. Traveler? Chaska?
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. It was a dream. It's fine.
Well, what about you, Traveler?
You're kidding.
No, of course.
maybe the traveler's dream.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the divine. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the divine throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past self. Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler...
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that...
Yes, exactly.
So, the traveler saw.
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I can observe your soul? I can find out the key elements of the dream. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also need the full cooperation of the dreamer. Otherwise, the process could be used to violate...
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler? Should we...
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out this...
Try and stop me!
I never knew you could make it this way.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me...
Then you still... Alright, we're ready, Traveler. Once you head inside, Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything...
So, you just need to take a nap?
Huh? This is...
Here, have some water.
You're awake already, Traveler? That was fast.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthrid,
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Ian-san. He was the one who developed the Draft of Lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, I managed to track... The record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense...
That makes sense.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was...
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legendary...
Guthrid is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is... But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exact...
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the...
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his...
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The Ruler of Death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthrid's soul inside of him all along?
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people, it's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those with fragmented souls. I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
Maybe it had something to do with Guthrid then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthrid's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but it never went beyond that.
Let's come back to this later. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless, I doubt his goal will interfere with our plan.
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there's far more. Like, if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But
In any case, conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more use.
Huh?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but...
All right, let's head back and enjoy the party.
thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hit
Good luck.
You've got this!
for Natlan!
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant...
Yeah, today was great. Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any
Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to...
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before I head home. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend some time...
Okay, see you soon!
Time for me to head back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by Aoife's place first. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe. Oh, wait! Paimon wanted to ask something. What goes around?
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super late by the time I get back. I think I'll go see Shilonin. She's probably done with your ancient name by now. I can check for you. Yeah, Shilonin is an amazing engraver. She usually works really fast. But your ancient name is a special case, so...
Well, we also don't have anything to do, so why don't we go to...
Oh, it's okay. I'm not alone. Still, if you want to check on the progress, we should definitely go...
Let's... help!
Let's ride!
Hey, remember when you first arrived in Natlan? It was still light out, and we traveled on this road together. It was the day before the pilgrimage, and we met up with Kanich and Mualani.
Wow, feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, you saved me from the Night Kingdom, and the final battle is just around the corner. Huh? I was so nervous the night before the pilgrimage, but your words of encouragement make me feel a lot better. I slept so well that night, and earned the best score I've ever had in the pilgrimage. So, If you're nervous, traveler, maybe I can encourage you this time. I've learned so much from you, but I doubt I can return the favor. I knew it! Alright.
Full throttle!
Hey, this is where we met Toto, isn't it?
Yeah, but Toto probably won't be able to come back here for a while. During the battle, Toto refused to leave this place. The doctor said he refused to leave because Toto is a gentle creature. He's not aggressive. I don't like conflict or violence either. Toto and I are love is an extremely positive and powerful. Now I finally understand what he meant. It's alright. The fact that I was born in this era, that I've always wanted to see what now, and now, that day is just.
Yeah, it's time to get this over with. We've still got a long journey ahead of us.
Come on, we're almost there. Wait, that's Hanwi. Hey, Hanwi, what are you doing here? Oh, let me introduce you. This is Aya's mom.
Hello!
Oh no, you seem worried. Is something wrong? She left. Come on, let's follow her. She's really freaking out. What's going on? Oh, it's because of Io. Huh.
Oh, right. You said Io's.
Yeah. When the abyss attacked, Io's parents made it through. But the whole family was really close, and now maybe he thinks his grandparents are still out there. Hey, Io. It's me. I brought some steak for you. I know it's your favorite, and it's still warm. Want some? Nope. It's like he doesn't even know I'm here.
Traveler, doesn't this situation remind you of abyssal corrosion syndrome?
Huh? What's abyssal corrosion syndrome?
According to the captain, it's a kind of mental disorder that results from abyssal contamination, even after its power has been purified. It can cause hallucinations, mental breakdowns. It's really dangerous.
That does kind of sound like what's happening to Io, but
it's hard to say for sure. Still,
it's possible.
Yeah, that medicine was really effective against.
Okay, but just a small amount. Since it was developed for humans, it might have a different effect on a Sauri.
Yeah, better safe than. okay? Thank you so much! That medicine is amazing! Done eating, Ayo? Then you should get some rest. Okay, okay. You're full of energy, aren't you? Thank you so much, you two. You helped save Aya. Could you share some of that medicine with me? I want to be able to help someone else if I were to... Of course. You know, I used to take a lot of things for granted. Growing up, it's easy to think that everything... But the battle taught me that very few things in life are It makes the things we love even more precious. So, I want to... Actually, that's something I learned from you. You really taught me a lot. Yeah, you're so talented and really? So you think I'm doing a good job? I've been... Thank you. Bye, Io. Bye, Hanwi. Bye, We're here. That was quite the... After you visit Shilonin, you should come over for dinner. We wouldn't want to impose. Let's see how things go with Shilonin. Totally up to you. Bye! When you think about it, we actually haven't known Kachina that long. Our journey in Natland feels like it just started, and now it's about... That's true. We'll just have to add them to the... Alright, time to go check on our...
Try and stop me!
Oh, it's you two. The party.
You knew about...
Of course. Everyone in Shilonin is working on the last part of your ancient name. It's best... Your name is a special case. There were quite a few headaches along the way, which slowed the progress. I told Shilonin if we hurry, we might make it to the feast in time to snag the last round of barbecue. I was just teasing, but she gave it some serious thought, nodded, and really hit the ground running after that. It's like my joke lit a fire under her or something.
Sounds like she really wanted that barbecue.
Yeah, it's a favorite in her tribe. I bet she still hasn't realized the feast...
Wait, should we go make some for her then?
Well, I appreciate the thought, but there's no need. I can tell what time it is. The light outside is a dead gift. Besides, I knew it was a joke. But we were having a serious conversation at the time, so I decided to give a serious response. Well, anyway, I have something more important to show you.
Wow, it's your...
Tumaini, a name surfaced from the very bottom of the River of Souls. It means hope.
A light to guide us through the darkness. Like the star...
Amazing! Does this name come with a cool chant like the others?
Of course, but that'll come later. The Traveler is the first bearer of this name. Those words will emerge naturally during her journey. Once you return triumphant from the battle, I'm sure you will have fully understood why the Lord of the Night chose this name for you.
Well, getting this name turned out to be easier than Paimon.
It all came down to the Lord of the Night's power. This situation is the first of its kind. Heck, I doubt we'll ever get a chance like this again.
Imagine receiving that much help from the Lord of the Night only for our most trusted engraver to fail. That would have been...
Well, success was never a question. You just like to make things...
Hey, it's not like I wanted you to fail. When you've been alive as long...
Okay, it all worked.
Your name was successfully forged, and it passed all my technical tests. But we need to make sure the name has accepted you, and will function normally.
An Outlander has never received an ancient name before. I wouldn't be surprised if something equally unprecedented happens when you connect to it.
So you're saying it's still... Well, when it comes to something this important, we can't leave...
Oh, don't worry, the process is simple. We can find a quiet place to test it out after dinner. Basically, I need to observe whether your soul can connect to the ley lines, and make sure there are no signs.
Last time, you essentially barged into the Night Kingdom. But now we must make sure. Just leave it to me.
Oh, and you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back.
Huh? It wasn't destroyed?
If forging an ancient name consumed the memories used to create it, the first person to bear the name would never be remembered. The Pilgrim's Chronicle is still the most significant proof of your adventures in that land.
No need to make a fuss. Let's get.
Come on, I'll take you to my favorite barbecue place.
Barbecue. See?
Oh, well, I forgot to mention, the place has top-tier alcohol as well.
Well, what are we waiting for? Hop to it, people!
Is something on your mind, Seawally? You barely had anything to drink at dinner.
I didn't think anything could shake me at this age, but the closer we get to the final battle, the more worried I feel. You have an ancient name now, but the Ode of Resurrect and the Pyro Archon's fate is pointing toward death. I believe in you.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, is...
No, not at all!
Yes, that's right. So I should really walk it off.
Watch out! Fulfill our pact!
One with nature.
Burn it down! Let's go! Let's go! Wrath from the sky!
Stabilize! I will have order!
Get to work! He's lolling! He's Papa! Get him! Fulfill our pact!
Rise with the sun!
Show no mercy!
Wind strike.
Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Incinerate!
Solidify!
Into the wind.
Burn it down!
Get to work!
Wrath from the sky!
One with nature.
Rise with the sun! Incinerate! Let's ride!
All set, Shilonen?
Yeah, just need to check one more thing.
All right, I'll stand next to you and monitor your connection to the ley lines. It shouldn't take... This test relies on the same principles as the Spirit Speaker Stone. I heard about what happened...
Oh, yeah! Abyssal power kept surging out. If Chaska hadn't destroyed the stone,
That's exactly what I'm worried about. All this time, our final foe has continued to corrode the ley lines from the depths of the Night Kingdom. Your resistance to its power is remarkable. But if either of us notices something off, the test ends. Don't worry, I'll use elemental power to take care of that. This isn't exactly a picnic in the park. Shilonen, I'm ready to... Paimon, give a...
Oh, okay.
Let's do this. is beautiful.
Your connection to the ley lines looks good. Your soul is remarkable. Such a strong presence. Looks like the Lord of the Night has accepted this name and acknowledged you as its bearer. No surprise there. Stable connection to the ley lines, no unexpected. How do you feel, traveler?
Then it looks like your ancient name is good to go.
Wait, look!
No need to panic, Paimon. The damage to the ley lines has allowed these soul-like beings to... It's just because of the ritual. It makes it so that everyone can see them. I know they look like ghosts, but it shouldn't last. Although, there shouldn't be...
Home. This way.
Shilonen, stop the test! We've already confirmed what we...
Got it!
What's going on?
I see. It wasn't just escaped souls. The ritual attracted all the souls in the surrounding area.
Surrounding area?
The Night Kingdom is getting weaker by the day, especially in its capacity to accept souls. After death, once a soul becomes lost, it can never return to the Night Kingdom. Lost souls can only wander listlessly, gradually fading from existence before disappearing entirely.
Please, take me back. I cannot...
So, the connection we established to the Night Kingdom? That's...
Yes. The Traveler's soul is powerful, so some of these souls never made it to the ley lines. Others escaped from the Night Kingdom, and even more don't come from Natlan.
So, they've always been around? We just couldn't see them most of the time?
We can try. Returning souls to the ley lines usually requires a complex ritual. But that's exactly why my people turned to Vest. He has a remarkable ability to perceive souls. Even after the failed ceremony, he made it his mission to travel around Natlan and return as many souls as possible. But most of the time, having the ability to perceive souls means watching them wither in agony. Completely powerless to stop it.
So, you're saying there will always be those that we can't save?
That's right. But saving some is still better than saving none. That has to be true loneliness. The knowledge that you've been abandoned by the world, even in death.
Yeah, we should try to save whoever we can! Vichama?
Oh, I know you. I didn't think we would meet again. Using the Spirit Speaker Stone meant so much to me. Thank you, Seatlali.
Enough of that. What happened?
Wait, you're from the Scions of the Canopy? During the battle...
It's okay. The battle finally gave me the chance. Back then, I missed my chance at the Night Warden Wars. I wasn't about to let that happen twice. I scouted the location and direction of the attacks, so I could tell Chief Wyna the safest way to evacuate. Those with grappling hooks escaped through the air. Everyone else banded together on the ground to break through the front. But people needed information, so I stayed behind until the very end.
Oh, you're a true hero.
Thank you, but that's not why I did it. I did it for the future of my tribe and the future of Natlan. The battle gave me back my sense of purpose, that's all I wanted. And anyway, I was supposed to see Malco again. I thought we would witness Natlan's rebirth together. But the Night Kingdom rejected me.
Even though you're a hero of Natlan?
I'm sorry. The Lord of the Night didn't do it on purpose, I can promise you that.
I know. I get it. It just feels like fate is mocking me. Even in death, I won't ever get to be with Malco again.
No, it hasn't been long since the battle. The door to the Night Kingdom should still be open. Give me some time. It doesn't matter. I have to try. A hero of Natlan. Looks like this method worked on you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's a given. I hope you can.
If I may, what about the...
We're sorry.
Don't apologize. You're doing everything you can. Let this land bear witness to my final wish for this world. From now on, may every soul in Natland find haven and home.
I promise you, Vichama. I will not abandon the ley lines to their fate.
Thank you. People like you are the true heroes. Goodbye.
Let me go back. Please, my child is waiting for me.
I'm sorry. Too much time has passed. There's nothing I can do.
Nothing you can do? Oh, is this the punishment I deserve?
All set, Shilonen?
Yeah, just need to check one more thing.
All right, I'll stand next to you and monitor your connection to the ley lines. This test relies on the same principle.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what your resistance to. If either of us notices something off, the test. Don't worry, I'll use Shilonen. Paim.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
Whoa.
Your connection, your soul, looks like stable connection. How do you feel, Traveler?
Then it looks like you're
Wait. Look.
No need to panic, Paim. It's just because of, although there's...
Oh, this way.
Shilonen, stop the test! We've all...
Got it!
What's going on?
I see. It wasn't just escape soul.
Surrounding area?
The Night Kingdom is getting weaker by the day, especially in its capacity to accept souls. After death, many souls fail to return to the ley lines. Once a soul becomes lost, it can never return to the Night Kingdom. Lost souls can only wander listlessly, gradually fading from existence.
Please, take me back. I cannot.
So, the connection we established to the Night Kingdom?
Yes. The Traveler... Some of these souls...
So, they've always been around?
We can try. That's exactly... He has a remark, but most of...
So, you're saying...
That's right. That has to be true loneliness.
Yeah, we should Vichama.
Oh, I know you. I didn't think we would... Using the Spirit Speaker Stone meant so much to me.
Enough of that. What
Wait, you're from the Scions of the King.
It's okay. Back then, I scouted the location and direct those with grappling hooks, but people needed information. Thank you, but the battle gave me back my sense of purpose. That's all I want. And anyway, I was supposed to... But the Night Kingdom rejected...
Even though you're a...
I'm sorry.
I know. I get it.
No, it hasn't been long since the battle. Give me some time. It doesn't matter. I have to try. A hero of Natland deserves a...
वो आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट कर रहा है ब्रो, आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट कर रहा है।
This. Thank you. If I may.
We're sorry.
Don't apologize. Let this land bear. From now on, may every soul in Natland find haven and home.
I promise you, Vichama. I will not abandon.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Let me go back. Please, my child is waiting for me.
I'm sorry. Too much time has passed. There's nothing I can do.
Nothing you can do? Oh, is this the punishment I deserve?
Home? Here? She's one of the souls that overflowed from the night. Home. Home.
We're sorry. If there was anything we
हाँ
could
भाई,
do.
हाँ भाई, सारा विश उड़ा दिया। मोविका ले ली, सिडलाली भी ले ली रे।
She's at her limit. Just kidding.
Let me go back. Let me go.
The Night Kingdom isn't responding.
Why? I fought.
I'm sorry. The lane lines are overwhelmed.
Why? Does it even matter?
Of course you matter. Wait.
Absolute helplessness. I'm sorry.
ऐसा ऐसा हम करते हैं रे, हम करते हैं ऐसा।
Don't worry. I can help you. Just hold on.
The night. Thank you. Oh, you must be from the Masters of the Night.
Seat Lolly.
See, what a beautiful, dazzling, just like. I can't disappear.
It hasn't been long since he died. I can't.
I can't.
Watch out, Sea Lolly. The abyss is corrupt.
Disappearing. You are.
I'm sorry. The abyss has corrupted his soul from the inside. Even if we could send him back to the Night Kingdom, it would only.
I know. If we were just a. But. It's too late.
Oh no.
Their souls are still intact.
Hold on. Is that?
That's right. I recognize him, and the two souls next to him should. Well, it all makes sense now. Io could barely sleep or eat because he sensed.
That must be why he looks so happy right now. They're finally reunited.
When was the last time Io?
From what Kachina said, it's been a while. But now that he's seen his grandparents again, he looks.
Kachina's taken me to meet Io before. He's always been such an energetic little saurian. If he didn't, but whenever his grandparents started to sing to him, he would fall asleep in no time. I think it's a song from when Io's father was a baby.
That's amazing! Io is so restless. Io can finally get a good night's sleep. Still, it's not like this can go.
No, their time is running out. I have to send them back to the Night Kingdom before it's too late.
What's wrong with them? They got super angry.
They don't want to go.
I know you don't want to leave Io, but you can't. If you don't go back to the Night Kingdom now, you'll disappear.
They've made their position clear. We want to stay by his side, no matter what. We should respect them.
I don't want to leave them to that fate.
What fate? You mean like the other?
Yes. They will gradually fade away, but that is their choice. For the next few days.
That's the only way to prevent more souls from suffering the same. Once all traces of abyssal power are removed from the Night Kingdom, the Pyro Archon will...
So we're not just fighting for the living, but for the dead too.
What dream?
Oh yeah, you said the captain had a bunch of these kinds of souls with him, but it's impossible for Conrians to enter the... Although it wouldn't be the first time the captain tried to do the impossible.
Even in its fully functional state, the Night Kingdom can't accept foreign souls. In theory, that means Conrian souls shouldn't be drawn to the presence of the Night Kingdom. Something's...
one thing's for sure. It seems...
Well, he usually keeps his cards close to his chest. If we want to know what he's up to, we just have to wait for him to act. Anyway, let's focus on the final battle. That's the most important thing right now.
Good or bad, happy or cruel, we always have to face the truth.
I just... wish I could have done more.
Hey, don't apologize. None of the...
I guess you're right. If we want to end...
It's just another reason why this battle is so... Traveler, before you set off, remember to give your ancient name to the Pyro Archon. She will introduce it to her, and then... the rest is up to you.
And don't forget, we're all cheering for you.
It's time to end them! Fulfill our pact!
Into the wind.
Full throttle!
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing to Ad Astra.
How can I help you?
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.